I am flabbergasted. I have to admit to having been totally wrong about something, too, which is certainly not breaking news, in that I've been wrong about so many things over the years. But I don't know that I've ever been wronger than I was about Russell Westbrook. Oh, my goodness, am I shocked. I know this is not breaking news on this day, but I did want to just take 2 minutes. When I saw that story start circulating, on Twitter, again, you're on vacation, so you're not like living it every second of the day as normal. But when I saw that starting to bubble up, whatever it was, Wednesday of Thursday, whatever day it was last week, I couldn't believe it. And I kept thinking, no way. There's just no way that they're going to do this. And so I give everyone involved extraordinary credit. First of all, that guy Sam Hinkie, who runs the Thunder, he just saved the franchise by figuring out a way to make Russell Westbrook want to do this. And Westbrook has to be doing it based, at least in some part, on an extraordinary level of confidence that this guy can do it. And I know that he can still leave in a couple of years,
right,
and this just maximizes the money. But we're talking about so much money either way. I was as sure as I could be that he was going to leave after the one more year and go to the Lakers that we talked about, or the Clippers, or the Knicks, or something like that. And he has planted his flag for at least the foreseeable future
he has.
In OKC. And I give him a lot of credit. I give them a lot of credit. And you know what? They remain now. You just make a little tinkering here or there. They remain a viable team. That is a
viable team meaning 5th or 6th seed.
Well, let's see. I mean, let's see what they go out and do. If you get yourself one more player to go with that group now, it doesn't have to be a Durant-esque player.
Yeah, all right. Now, listen,
I think next year they become a pretty interesting free agent option.
I was like, for Oklahoma City fans, Mr. Downer in bringing this up and saying, okay, I mean, it sounds great now because this happened like at 1 a.m.
Right.
And Ryan Russillo was with me the next day. So and then George Sedano. So we talked about it for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And I said, was there a difference in when Oklahoma City fans woke up and saw that Russell Westbrook signed for 2 more years? He signed a 3-year deal, but it's really for 2 more years. And then you hear, okay, he did it. One of the reasons are financial. He can make $8 million more this year. And after 2 more years, he hits that 10-year mark, so he can make more money that way as well.
Yeah.
So when you woke up, you were excited. By the end of the day, when you talked it through a little more, were you as excited? Because at some point, and this is because I think it's a great move. And while I had no issue with Kevin Durant going where he went, I would have loved to have seen him and Westbrook stay together in Oklahoma City to see where they could have gone. But it didn't work that way. But I guess the point is everybody is ecstatic now, but you had a team last year that was up 3-1 on Golden State in the conference finals. So now, does it wear off? That's my point. At some point, does it wear off? So if Russell Westbrook, he's stayed, and they never win a championship, and Kevin Durant wins 2 championships, okay. Well, I guess my point is, as this goes on, and Oklahoma City has a good year, and Oklahoma City is the 5th seed, and they go out in the second round. What's the thought process then?
I'll give you mine. Here's the first one. You were facing your franchise mortality.
Yes, you were.
Right? You
Agree
were
with that.
staring total oblivion square in the face. So at least from the short term, you don't have to deal with that. That's
true.
A huge win.
Yes, it is.
Second, you've got a chance now. So you're going to be relevant. You're going to be. It's better to be in the playoffs and have a good team and have a guy in Westbrook who might average a triple-double this year. Who knows what might wind up happening?
Yes, his stats we talked about are going to be unbelievable.
I believe so.
Yeah.
The second is, does that become a place that a free agent wants to go now? So take a guy like Blake Griffin is going to be a free agent next year. Now, I don't know much about Blake Griffin, but he went to the University of Oklahoma University, right? He went to OU. He went to Oklahoma. So he maybe he has some attachment to that. I'm sure this is something you guys have talked about before. He was born in Oklahoma City. Thank you. So I'm sure I was away.
Would he go home?
Go home.
Go home like LeBron. Go home
try
like
and win a championship. And you put him together. Now, look, Durant and Westbrook Durant obviously are a lethal combination.
Yeah, Durant or Westbrook and Griffin isn't better.
No, it isn't better in that Griffin isn't better than Durant. It might be a slightly more natural fit together. Look, I'm not knocking Durant. This is not about that. but he's gone.
He
so
is
you
gone.
have to live in a world where KD is gone.
I'm with you.
You couldn't do any better than they've done so
far. The part I'm with you is you are relevant, but at some point that's going to wear off. It's going to wear off because when the two of them were together, you were used to seeing them in the finals and or the conference championships, correct? Because they were in both.
Yeah, sure.
So you were used to that. So while this is great, everybody hates KD, his restaurant closes down, and everybody loves Russell Westbrook because he stays. I get all that. I get it. I'm just spinning it way forward, and I'm just wondering when it wears off a bit.
So what you're doing is you're just trying to find the dark cloud in this otherwise happy time.
You weren't here. Somebody had to be the negative guy.
I can't. You know what? I respect that.